Yeah, I think that's another thing that people don't understand is that first you have to just take out whatever is easily, obviously there to remove or install. Just do step 2 and do a couple of things for yourself, and then get into finding the exact things that really bore in and cure the cancer or the whiplash.
Yeah. And also I thought it was very handy to have these 3 steps, and I would go through them several times. Like I would have found a lesson, done it, and then go to one again. Maybe not necessary, but it gave a good feeling to have this grid, or how do you call it? Yeah.
Well, I think what you're trying to say, here is this is a good way for people to conceptualize this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, cha. 1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, cha. Well, what we're going to do today is I want to demonstrate the 3 steps that cause people like you to win with this. Because you've been very successful for the last 7 years. And the reason is that you did these, but we didn't have them written out like this. And these are, it's called the 3 steps to cure anything. You could see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read what the step number 1 is, the first one?
The first one is start to get signals.
Okay.
Start to get testing.
Okay. And just, you know, test something and show us what that looks like.
Okay, it would go like, do I have a virus in any of my bodies?
Did you get a yes?
A yes.
Okay, now you'd have to test which bodies. This is the newbie's skill. It's the text tutorial.
Oh yes.
And this is, you've seen this, and this is the second lesson, and it's called IMMUNIC removal actions. So see what the first one says here?
Yeah, all my bodies are free of pathology.
Okay, but you would say, because you just tested for a virus, all my bodies are free of virus. So go ahead and do that.
All my bodies are free of viruses. Yes.
Do you feel any different?
I always get a kind of feeling of relief, like
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's another signal. It's the you have the finger signal, and then you have the relief. That's a signal that you've taken the virus out.
Yeah.
Now, what you would do, you notice it has a link here. It says all my bodies are free of pathology, and you would click on this link, which goes to a list of bodies. Can you read that list?
The 12 bodies.
Yeah.
The testing hierarchy of the 12 bodies.
Now what you do is you say, do I have that virus that you just tested you're free of in my, let's take the top one. It says, what is the first one on there?
It's the celestial body. Do I have any virus in my celestial body?
And what do you get?
A yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
I remove all viruses from my celestial body. Yes.
Okay, so this is how you do, and here's back, we go back to the steps. This is the second step. You remove it.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. See, now this person who's watching this movie, see, people would never understand from this page. Like, read what it says out loud here on the screen.
Step 2. Take something out. Okay, step 2. Take something out. Remove it. or put something in, or just find something out, know something. You can then cure physical diseases like herpes, lupus, cancer, medically defined conditions.
Okay. Or like you did, you cured Epstein-Barr, and you cured, you cured chronic fatigue and so on. So that's what you did. But see, the point is, if somebody read that text and they didn't see you doing this, they would have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. The problem with our website is people can stare right at it with eyes like pinwheels and they cannot tell what we're talking about. But when they see you do it, maybe they now understand what those words mean. They just saw you do it. That's why you're making a funny face. But anyway, that's why we have movies, because they can't understand the text. Very few people have ever been able to read that text and understand it. So now, okay, very good. So now you're demonstrating these 3 steps. Test this. Did I remove that virus from my celestial body?
Did I remove that virus from my celestial body? Yes.
So then there's a 3rd step. And here is the 3rd step, number 3, which is the longest piece of writing on here. And see if you can read some of that.
Okay. Find the exact things to take out or put in. The Cure College contains over 1,500 lessons and readings, more than 300 hours of audio talks, and 75 plus instructional movies.
Well, there are hundreds of instructional movies and cures. At this point, this was written a long time ago. And go on, what else does it say?
Most people quickly find 1 or 2 simple things to do for themselves that make a difference. Isn't that the way you began when you succeeded at any new study? A great many immunists originated and contributed to the lessons in this Cure College. We invite you to come.
That's good.
Yeah. I think you have done this nice with these 3 steps. Because step 1, you make the connection to the harmonic.
Yes.
And then I would test, do I need to remove or install or no, one of the 3, and then I do that one, and then test a little further, and then I would do step 3, and I think it makes a good connection to find the right lesson when you have done step 2.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's another thing that people don't understand, is that first you have to just take out whatever is easily, obviously there to remove or install. Just do step 2 and do a couple of things for yourself, and then get into finding the exact things that really bore in and cure the cancer or the whiplash.
Yeah. And also, I thought it was very handy to have these 3 steps, and I would go through them several times. Like I would have found a lesson, done it, and then go to 1 again. Maybe not necessary, but it gave a good feeling to have this grid, or how do you call it? Yeah.
Well, I think what you're trying to say, here is this is a good way for people to conceptualize this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, cha. 1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, cha.